magicians. This is Chris Parr from Miraculous Healing, and thank you for being here today. Today we're up in the backcountry of Bella Coola, BC. Beautiful sunny day, waterfall in the background. Thank you for being here. I know what you're all going through. I have been going through it now for some time now. I don't feel sorry for you, okay? Or weak for you though. But I do have a deep, genuine compassion for you. I do, for all of you, okay? You all fight to hold on to what you have been told. You fight to hold on to the we experiences that are hard to explain why you are sick. You know, instead of going back and saying it's flu, and it's the flu season, that's why I'm sick, you know the season in between spring and summer and fall, winter, spring. Justify this. This is the reason I'm sick, switching the seasons. When you are most likely going through a body transformation that feels like flu. You know what I'm talking about? Common flu. So many say, oh, I have the flu, but do you really have the flu? It may seem so, but what if it was an alchemy process? Not a limited phrase called it's the flu, right? You know what I mean? Oh, my great self, this fever, this sickness, this sweats, all this body aches, right? This transmutation will bring me a new insight into a new level. I will rise into, I will be lifted after these sicknesses. You all label it's the flu, which is a transformation process. Oh man, I've had some nasty ones, I'm telling you. But after, it will raise you up to a loftier place in which to be anew. And even you will tap into the higher mind and teach greater teachings of abundance. You are already teachers. There are so many things that you have yet to become, and you're becoming them, and that you are destined to become, and yes, you're going to through the process of alchemy, flu-like symptoms. Yeah! You ready to get sick? No. Okay, there are so many levels of understanding that must be reached and experienced, but can only be reached and experienced through that flu-like symptoms, through the introduction of knowledge and those critical ingredients called willful passion on your part. You can only hear about them until they become ubiquitous, until they are experienced, I would say. So these teachings are a school to experience. Your life is a school to experience. Learn, grow, and attain more knowledge. Grand Master, that you are divine. Those that go through the sickness, the transmutation of the old self, the cleansing of the unhealthy, recessive, limited genetic traits, the constant flu-like symptoms that are purifying and renewing the sacred temple, right? You know what I'm talking about here? The purifier. Your brain is going to open, okay? Open, a new brain is going to open. It's being fed the kingdom of God Goddess. The languages, keys and codes of love of God Goddess. The subtleness of God Goddess that cannot even be uttered in any of the words that I teach today. Experience. Feel it all around you. I know what you are going through. I know this. I have been going through it now for some time now, okay? And I don't feel sorry for you or weak for you though, okay? But I do have a deep, genuine compassion for you and for all of you. You all fight to hold on to what you have been told. You fight to hold on to the we experiences that are hard to explain. Why you are sick, okay? Instead of going back and saying it's the flu and it's the flu season, that's why I'm sick, you know this season is between spring and summer and fall, and fall and winter, and winter and spring. And justify this, that this is the reason I'm sick. Where you are most likely going through a body transformation, okay? It feels like the flu, okay? So many say, oh, I have the flu, but do you really have the flu? Do you? Do you? Comments below. It may seem you do, but what if it was an alchemy process? Not a limited phrase, but it's the flu, right? Okay. Oh, my great self, this fever, this sickness, these bed sweats, this transmutation will bring me a new insight into a new level that I'll rise into. Okay, I will be lifted after this sickness. You all labeled it's the flu. Okay, which is a transformation process that will raise you up into a loftier place in which to be anew, and even you will tap into the higher mind and teach greater teachings. Okay, there are so many things that you have yet to become, and that you are destined to become through the process of, well, flu and alchemy. You know, these flu-like symptoms, nasty, sweats and stuff, right? There are so many levels of understanding that must be reached and experienced, okay? But can only be reached and experienced through introduction, knowledge. And those critical ingredients called willful passion on your part, you can only hear about them until they become useless, until they are experienced. Okay, these teachings are a school to experience, and your life is a school to experience, right? To learn, right? You're in a school, right? School of life, to grow and attain more knowledge, Grandmaster, that you are. You're a master. You are. Those that go through the sickness, the transmutation of the old self, the cleansing of the unhealthy, recessive, limited unit traits, getting sick every year, all the time, constant flu-like symptoms. I'm always sick. That purifying and renewing your sacred body, your temples, fever, fire, bed sweats. It will change, you will change, and you will experience what cannot be spoken. Alchemy unique to you, but similar to me and similar to all of us. The transmutation of the self, the soul, and higher mind. Your brain will open, parts of your brain and neural nets have been laid, okay? And that has been hurt for a long time. A sore and flex that will start to open. And with this comes a new depth of innate knowledge, of wisdom. The power of your unique frequency is being freed up and will no longer be fed on corruption and misguided teachings. You will not even be fed on that which is termed bigotry, shame, guilt, unhealthy anger, self-pity, doubt, fear, addictions, degeneration, and self-destruction. Instead, the new brain, your new brain, is being fed the kingdom of God Goddess, the languages of God Goddess, the subtleness, the gifts and abilities of God Goddess that can not even be uttered in a word or experience. It could be an ancient tree, a bear, an eagle, a tree, colors of the rainbow, all aspects of the earth. Consciousness and energy are not simply about spiritual metaphors. In which new way to approach life, it is being life. The cocoon into the butterfly is a natural cycle of being life. You Grandmaster, you Grand Student, you're listening to these words today of transformation, who goes through their change physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, must go through the change and indeed arise as a new form of life. If the wholeness of you is to be God Goddess, we are not going to pinpoint the thought that is God Goddess, or a metaphysical, practical practice that is God Goddess, but the whole being that is God Goddess. God Goddess, rise, divine one that you are. For those of you who are just beginning, your journey has just begun. This is Chris Parr, Siren and Lemurian Wisdoms and Teachings. Thank you for listening to me today.